This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, we'll let you know what Penn State's athletic director has to say about the legacy of former football coach Joe Paterno. Happy Friday, friends and family. Hi, Mom. This is FYI News 13. I'm Ken Cara, and here's our Friday headlines from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. A mine land reclamation project will start in Hazel Township next month. 65 acres of land will be restored according to the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection. The land is located near the intersection of State Route 309 and the Airport Beltway. The land can be used for recreation or development once the project is complete. The cost of the project is $4 million, and an abandoned mine land grant that the state will get from a federal fund will pay the bill. Ken Jackson has more in Friday's Standard Speaker. The search for the next superintendent of the Hazleton Area School District continues. It's down to 3 candidates, including Assistant Superintendent Dr. Craig Butler. The current superintendent, Dr. Francis X. Antonelli, will be done on Monday, and if there's no replacement by then, Butler would be in charge until the Hazleton Area School Board picks a replacement. The other 2 candidates for the job are David Baugh, the former Ben Salem Township School District Superintendent, and George Donati, the Hazleton Area Director of Elementary and Middle Schools. How will Penn State University pay tribute to the late Joe Paterno? It's a question that the university's athletic director answered more than a few times during the recent Penn State Coaches Caravan. Here's what she had to say about the former football coach's legacy at the Caravan stop in Wilkes-Barre.
You know, I think I've been really public about that I think there will come a time and a place. I don't know specifically when that is, but that Coach Paterno and actually the Paterno family's legacy will be honored properly by the university. You know, I've spent 9 months talking to Penn Staters of all walks and talks, and a lot of that has been lettermen who played for Coach Paterno. And you know, what I've been really struck by is that they don't talk about football, they don't talk about the wins, they don't talk about national championships. They talk about the impact that Coach Paterno and his staff had on their lives and the men that they have become, how he held them accountable, how he expected what he expected from them, and I think it's I think it's a great legacy.
Paterno was Penn State's head coach for 46 years before being fired when the Jerry Sandusky scandal broke. 2 locals are 2015 AAA Outstanding School Safety Patrol students. Riley Hudock of Freeland Elementary School and Mackenzie McCracken of Valley Elementary School were both honored by AAA Mid-Atlantic and the Mid-Atlantic Foundation for Safety and Education. Both students are members of the AAA School Safety Patrols. They are leaders in their schools in traffic safety, providing knowledge that helps their peers get to and from school safely. The Lehigh Valley Health Network may be growing once again. The health network that operates in Hazleton is looking to merge with the Pocono Health System. The 2 signed a letter of intent to merge. Brian Nestor, the president and CEO of the Lehigh Valley Health Network, says the 2 organizations have a long history of productive partnerships in certain clinical areas. The Lehigh Valley Health Network has 4 hospital facilities, with 2 in Allentown, 1 in Bethlehem, and 1 in Hazleton. The network also has 12 health centers in 5 counties. There's going to be a prayer walk in the city of Hazleton this weekend. The 2015 God Belongs in My City prayer walk will take place on Saturday at 9:30 a.m. The group will be gathering at the Beach Street Park. If you want to find out more information about the group running the event, check out the website on your screen. It has a ton of information. Coming up after this timeout, we have your weekend weather forecast, your midday winning lottery numbers, and Adopt Me from the Hazleton Animal Shelter. And later in sports, this Lady Cougar is heading to the United States Military Academy. Find out what's been her favorite memory over the past few busy weeks of winning medals.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
We're back here at Celebrations each and every Friday on FYI, talking with brides who had a phenomenal experience planning their wedding and having their wedding here at Celebrations. We're with Andrea and Matt Grotzinger, and they are a happily married couple. They got married in July of 2014. Right?
That's right.
That's right. You look very nice. I love how you color coordinate. Very nice for the program. So tell us about your experience.
Well, from the moment that we found Sand Springs online, I instantly fell in love with the patio and the water fountain outside. And as soon as we drove up, this was the place to pick, and we loved every part of it.
Okay. Now, you did a lot of custom design for your wedding, a lot of personalization. So talk about that.
Some of the things that we did is we spoke with Stacy and talked about different personal touches we wanted. We didn't want the regular cookie cutter wedding. We wanted to add our own touches to it because that's what makes it personal. And Stacy worked with us. We did a Viennese table with desserts, with recipes from our grandparents, some of those who are with us and that passed away in honor of them. She allowed me to come up, and any idea I had, she would allow me to come and see the space and see if it worked. And anything that I had an idea or a question about, she was always there. I could text, email at any time of the night, and it seemed like she got back like instantly, or the first thing. And as soon as I woke up the next day, I had an email back from her with answers to my questions.
So that puts you at ease.
Oh, definitely, especially when you're doing it all, like doing all the decorations by yourself. So, well, together.
Matt, you really like the fact that you had a lot of variety here when you were hopping from venue to venue inside the property of Sand Springs.
Yeah, absolutely. They have so many different places that you can rent here on the premises. I mean, we had our ceremony here out on the patio, out by the water fountain and everything out there. We went to the tent for our cocktail hour and then into the celebrations ballroom for the reception. But they also have a pavilion you can rent. There's all kinds of different options for your specific day if you want to move around. I mean, it was great to just have everything here. We had our ceremony, we got to go take some pictures. Our guests got to go to the reception, or the cocktail hour first, then we joined them at the cocktail hour, then we all came to the reception together, and everything just flowed smoothly. Nobody had to worry about what they were going to do between the ceremony and the reception. It was wonderful.
And the bridal suite.
And the bridal suite.
And the bridal suite, we also, yeah, right after we went up to the bridal suite, got a few hors d'oeuvres, you know, had a couple minutes to just kind of, we're married,
relax.
you know? Just relax for a few minutes, then we went down and joined everybody else, so it was really nice. And Andrea got to get ready in the bridal suite beforehand. She's got
Everybody
here
around me. So.
in the morning with all of her bridesmaids and stuff, and they got ready here, had some cocktails, I assume, some snacks, you know,
they did.
before the wedding. I was able to come around and just do what I needed to do and kind of center myself, get ready, and then everything just flowed perfectly. And you know, there's a hotel a minute down the road, so it was
great.
It was wonderful.
Well, I couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you guys. I wish you many years of happiness and health. Thank you for sharing your story here at Sand Springs.
Thank you.
And if anyone is looking out there, you are getting married, or for any function for that matter, please call Sand Springs here at Celebrations.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
Planes are much more exciting in the air, but hey, this is still a pretty cool weather shot. And what a beautiful day to take a flight in our area. They're being passed by those trucks in the background, but still pretty cool to have a plane. Here's our local forecast from the National Weather Service. Overnight, mostly cloudy. We will have a low of 63 degrees on our extended forecast. For Saturday, there's a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, and that's mainly after 10 a.m. Our high will be near 77 degrees. Saturday night, 70% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Our low will get down to 64 degrees. On Sunday, showers are likely once again. Mostly cloudy day with a high near 70 degrees. Sunday night, 50% chance of showers, cloudy with a low of 52. Another 50% chance of showers on Monday as we get up to 62 degrees, kind of cool. And then Monday night, we might dip down into the 40s, 49 for the low with a 30% chance of showers. And on Tuesday, partly sunny with a high near 65. Tuesday night, back down into the 40s under mostly cloudy skies.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop on in for a cold treat including our ice cream and yogurt, or some hot food including our burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazelton. Treat yourself today.
Hello again. This week we have a lot of fresh faces to our cat colonies, so we're going to feature 2 cats today instead of a cat and a dog. The first of which is Roxy here, who is an approximately 3-month-old domestic shorthair with a really nice tiger striped and white patched pattern. She's very affectionate and loves to be held and gets along really well with other cats, seeing as how she did have a sister exactly the same age who was just adopted recently. Roxy has been tested for feline leukemia and FIV like all of our cats, and of course she came up negative. She is also current on all her vaccines and has been spayed. Because Roxy's so mellow, especially for a kitten, we recommend her not only for experienced cat owners, but also anybody who is a first-time pet owner as well. And today's second cat is Thor. Thor is a young adult, probably 2 to 3 years old. He gets along very well with the other cats here in the colony, and as you can see, he's very affectionate and loves to be held. Thor seeks out people's attention as much as he can and loves to be petted and to be on laps. Also, he is neutered, up to date on all of his vaccinations, and has been tested for feline leukemia and FIV and came negative for both. Thor is a very friendly and inquisitive nature. We think he'd be great not only with experienced pet owners, but anybody who's thinking of adopting a cat for the first time. And that's it for this week's animals. Anybody who is interested in either the 2 we featured or anybody else who we have up for adoption, please come on down to 101 North Poplar Street here at the Hazleton Animal Shelter.
While Aaron Harvey was shooting the first cat, I was playing with another one in the cage. It was very, very cute. I wonder what my wife would say if I brought her home. We'll see. Midday winning lottery numbers right now on the green screen. Pick 253, pick 3040, pick 47828, and pick 506718. Actually, I do know what my wife would say. I would have to bring home a dog as well. Your winning lottery numbers brought to you by Boyer Insurance Agency. Located at 2 locations to serve you. One is on Sugarloaf Avenue in Cunningham, the other on Broad Street in Nescopec. Call them in Cunningham at 570-788-3543 and in Nescopec at 570-752-7683. We talk with Emily Malone, who's a state medalist in track and field, after this break.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Your senior year of high school is filled with memories. Emily Malone, I think you're going to need a bigger scrapbook. Along with prom and her upcoming graduation, the Lady Cougar track and field standout captured her first district gold medals in the 100-meter dash and the 200-meter dash. She also won a state medal in the 100-meter dash. On Thursday, she officially committed to the United States Military Academy, where she will be on the track and field team. We asked her for one of her favorite moments from the past few weeks that included districts and states, and the moment that she picked happened just after she captured her first district gold medal.
But what's one thing you'll remember from either out at states or districts? What sticks out in your mind now?
I don't know. There's so many memories made, but probably just seeing my dad at the finish line and everyone's always like, "Oh, you jumped into his arms." So probably that.
In our family for 4 years, the routine always was I generally stand up near the starts, and Sean is generally at the finish line with a camera in hand.
I feel like I should present you with a royalty check for all the photos I've used of Emily over the year. What was it like tracking her career like that, capturing it, being there pretty much every step of the way?
Oh, I was photographing them too, so it was amazing watching her come through, and especially her district meet, watching her come down, taking the picture, and the excitement building, and it was amazing.
I asked her one memory from states, from districts. What sits in her mind right now? She said hugging my dad after it. I mean, what was that moment like? And you put down the camera for it, I guess.
Oh, I did. I saw her coming at me, and I was like, "Oh, she's gonna take me out." But I think my adrenaline was pumping so much that I was able to keep her going, and it was pretty impressive just seeing her do that and feeling the excitement. 4 years in waiting. She learned a lot. I think getting second her freshman year, she thought, well, it's mine next year. And then getting second again, and she's like, well, it's mine next year. And then getting second again, and to 3 different people, she learned determination, and nothing's given to her. And she earned it all, and she realized I just got to work harder.
What was that moment like? Did you see it? Were you?
I didn't see it. I was standing high enough in the bleachers in Scranton Stadium to know that she had won the race, and I could see the scoreboard. So I literally ran down through the tunnel to get to her. So it was already over. So I didn't know until the video was posted later that night and to see it. And you know what, Kenny, we do have a picture of it. There was another photographer that was on the field that was kind enough who actually caught the picture. So we have the video. And again, the story that you've done, you know that Emily, Sean and I also got to coach Emily in her indoor seasons. And so a little bit more involved maybe than some others. And so as a unit of 3 over the last years, again, we really knew what she put into it. And that moment of not taking anything away from Nat, who was a great competitor, but that win was so huge. And to have that, I mean, so that's definitely going to be one blown up and framed for sure in our house.
One last note, Emily's great-grandfather and grandfather were in the Army, and her dad has been in the Army for 28 years. We're going to move on to our FYI Standard Speaker Scoreboard that's brought to you by Sand Springs Country Club Golf Course. It's the weekend and time to golf, and why not do it at Sand Springs' beautiful course? Call 570-788-5845 extension 1 for a tee time. First thing we have for you isn't a score, it's a schedule. The Hazleton Area Lady Cougar softball team will play Daniel Boone on Monday at a site and time to be determined. It's the opening round of the state Quad A playoffs. Daniel Boone was the District 3 runner-up, and they knocked the Lady Cougars out of the tournament in the first round in 2013 by a 4-1 score. International League scores for you now. It was rainy in Gwinnett, but they finally get a double header in Lehigh Valley and Gwinnett. 3-0. Lehigh Valley loses the first one. Russ Kanzler was 0-for-3 in the loss, and he came in as a pinch hitter in the win for the Iron Pigs, where he earned a walk and scored a run.
May 29th, a review of the week on this final Friday of the month. This is Short Shots. Hi, everybody. Last weekend, Emily Malone, this year's Scotty Roman Award winner, capped her brilliant high school career with the state medal in the 100-meter run at Shippensburg. Hazleton Area's baseball team lost to Wyoming Valley West on Memorial Day at PNC Field in Moosic, 4-1 in the district title game. It was the Cougars' third loss to Valley West this season, the last 2 for the conference and district championships. Kara's crew finished their fine season at 16-6. On Tuesday, the Hazleton Area Lady Cougars defeated Williamsport 4-0 to capture its 3rd straight district softball championship behind Celine Podlesny's complete game 5-hit shutout. What else? Juan Pablo Montoya won his 2nd Indy 500. The Cleveland Cavaliers swept the Atlanta Hawks to place themselves in the NBA Finals. Against the Golden State Warriors, it will be LeBron James against Stephen Curry. Cleveland has never won an NBA title, and Golden State hasn't won for 40 years. This will be LeBron James' 5th consecutive appearance in the finals. Now, most of what I just said was good news. Now comes the sad. 2 local legends passed away last week after lengthy illnesses. Both basketball stars and coaches, and both graduated from high school in 1945, one from MMI and one from HHS. Al Gedicke returned in 1952 as MMI coach and teacher. His teams won 166 games from 1950 through 1964, winning the Anthracite League Championship in 1956. He coached one of the most memorable wins in MMI boys basketball history 51 years, 3 months, 2 weeks, and 4 days ago. February 11th, 1964, a 7-5 win over previously unbeaten West Hazleton at 17-0, who were on a record Anthracite League winning streak that had reached 62 straight over a 4-year span. Coach Albert Gedicke is a longtime member of the Anthracite League Hall of Fame, and he was also inducted into the Hazleton Area Sports Hall of Fame in 2011. Mike Denoya of Springfield in Delaware County died in Ridley Park. Denoya was a marvelous scholastic and collegiate football and basketball star in the 1940s at Hazleton High and the University of Scranton, who was drafted by the San Francisco 49ers in 1949. But after completing the preseason for the Niners, he was drafted into the Army. Denoya was starting quarterback for the Hazleton Mountaineers in 1945 and star basketball player while serving as president of his 1945 senior class. He coached football and basketball at Clifton Heights High. He also coached Clifton Heights semi-pro football team to undefeated seasons in 1958 and 1959, winning 24 straight games and giving up 0 points in 1958. Mike DeNoia is on the University of Scranton's Wall of Fame, the Delaware County, Pennsylvania chapter Hall of Fame, and the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame. Al Gedicke and Mike DeNoia were both 87. Our condolences to families and friends of both. Till Monday. Stay loose.
Be happy it's Friday and go to Bottlenecks for half-price happy hour starting at 6 p.m. They have live music and half-price appetizers.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, the 34th Annual Coal Cracker 10K and Fun Run will be held June 13th, beginning in the first block of North Main Street in Shenandoah. Registration begins at 7:30 a.m. in the downtown Shenandoah Incorporated Center. The Kids Fun Run begins at 9 a.m. and the 10K starts at 10 a.m. Everyone is welcome to attend, and downtown merchants will be open throughout the event. For info, just call 570-462-0389. Our next announcement, Holy Trinity Orthodox Church, 223 South Kennedy Drive in McAdoo, will be having a free meal Saturday, May 30th from noon to 2 p.m. The meal is open to the public. Next announcement, St. Jude Parish will be holding their International Fest Saturday, May 30th and 31st. They'll be having ethnic food, live entertainment, beer and wine, plus plenty of games and activities for kids. Kick off the summer in the Grove at St. Jude International Festival. And finally, the Penn Rod and Gun Club will be holding their annual Children's Father's Day Fishing Derby Sunday, June 21st from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Be held on the club grounds just off Tower Road in Black Creek Township. For more information or to pre-register, just call 570-233-0093. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Frank J. Giordano Sr. of drums. Burial will be held at the convenience of the family. The McNulty Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. And Ann B. Sullivan. Mass is Saturday at 11:30 a.m. in the Annunciation Parish at St. Gabriel's Church. Arrangements are under the direction of the Turnbach Funeral Home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Crystal Finneran of Mahanoy City. Crystal, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
Relay for Life, Greater Hazleton area going on right now. So get out to Cougar Park. The track at Cougar Park that is just outside of the Hazleton Area High School. Support all of the teams participating in that. For breaking news over the weekend, facebook.com/FYI News 13. Check that out. Take it easy, everyone.